decomposer, and here decomposer. These are trophic level found in food web. Another thing we look upon about the nutrients and energy and flow. And the last one will be the advantage. Advantages of the work. We are cross-checking about the nature. The nature explains how different organisms are depending upon one another. As we are human beings, we depend on the autotrophs. We always eating the food. We eat a food, and the food what we depend upon, so that we can survive our life. And we understand that most of our food is from plant species. The connection from the plant material, as we use them as a food, is just the balance in nature. Also, let's talk about other organisms like a cow. We understand that cow eats grasses. The grasses are food for the cow. Or the cow can be a food for another organism like us humans. Also, a cow can be a food to a lion, and also the lion can die and become a food for the bacteria. That is the nature. That's the nature. And we are talking about how things are balanced on the nature. The nature we are speaking about how organisms are living in the world and how they are depending on one another. And all these are represented by what we call food web. Our food web I show the network of trophic food chain. A food chain. A network of a food chain. A food chain represents a series of trophic level. A trophic level is a position of organism. I've already spoken about the grasses, the cow, the human, or the lion, then the decomposer. The grass is the first trophic level. The cow, which eats on the grass, at the second trophic level. Then the lion, which eats the cow, the next one, the next trophic level. And the last one, the last trophic level is the decomposer. Those are trophic level which we call the position of the organism. But you just have a cross-checking that all those are organism, cow, organism, gases. So all are the trophic level. And there is a connection by the energy flow. I've written here, nutrient and energy flow. The energy, the nutrient and energy flowing from one trophic level, which is the position of organism, to the next trophic level. What connects this nature, the nature? The energy is dependent by each organism. Each organism needs energy to survive. So, as one another, depending upon the nature, we come across taking the advantage, which explain what will be after they have been depending upon one another. There are many three advantages. Avoid the competition, enhance survival, and another is just the relationship of the organisms. can be shown by the aid here, called food web. The nature is shown by the diagram here. As you see, there are different organisms, and there is different trophic level, as I spoke there. Also, there are different network food chain, and the nutrient flow are shown by the arrow. The arrow show that eaten by, means that this this organism is eaten by this, and this by this, and this by this, up to the end. So the arrow represents the energy, energy nutrient flow, because the term eaten by show that there is certain amount of energy has been went to the next organisms. So we can start about the network, the living network. Let us look upon trophic level. Trophic level are these: producer, consumer, and the decomposer. But the network food chain, there are different food chains here. For example, leaf to earthworm, to mouse, to eagle, then to bacteria, that's the first one. Leaf to cricket, frog, snake to bacteria, that's the second one. Then leaf cricket to when it goes here to mouse, eagle to bacteria, that's the third one. Then leaf to earthworm to hawk, and bacteria, that's the fourth one. And another one is just leaf cricket, frog, hawk, and what? And the bacteria, the fifth one. So you can see that there are different trophic level forming a nature balance. So all this, this aid depict how the nature is balanced. How the nature is balanced. So the footnote shows how the nature is balanced. This, the presence of this is important to this, and the presence of this is important to this. And without this will not the survival of this snake is no longer there. So this, the presence of this makes the presence of this, and the presence of this makes the presence of this. That is a balance of nature. The nutrient, as I just said, is just through this arrow. First is the arrow, and I mentioned three advantage which are avoid competition. For example, how the competition is avoided. The leaf is eaten by the earthworm. But also the leaf is eaten by the cricket. These two primary consumer all need a leaf. The competition is avoided by the number of autotrophs around the world. Around the world, we call the distribution of the grass species, grass species, also the plant species. So the presence of this at a large number, and it depends on itself, but it produce the food on its own. Autotrophs produce the food depending on sunlight. So the physical factor, which is sun, make this to be in a large number, and they make it to accommodate the primary consumer, which is cricket and the earthworm. When you look upon the earthworm, is eaten by a hawk and a mouse. Also, the competition is avoided by the amount, the number of earthworms. If there's a lot of earthworms, then the competition will be avoided. Assume that there is only one earthworm, and these two need that earthworm. Will be a very, very heavy competition. So the number of this, the large number of this, lot of the distribution, the large distribution of the earthworm make the reduction to the competition, and that number is increasing depending on the primary, the producer. So this show interdependently. And the second, that is the first advantage of reduce competition. The second one I just mention the relationship. This is simple. These are the show relationship. Like this, without this, no this. Without this, no this. Without this, without this, no this. So that is the relationship. And another one is the survival. Survival of an organism or species. We cannot survive without eating. We eat to survive. Where do we get the food? The food are obtained from the producer. We eat vegetable, which are the producer. We eat the cow, which are the primary consumer. Those make us to survive. So that is the advantage.